with dyspnea and fetal edema since 15 days. So this shepherd, he has been able to complete his work successfully and eventually pursued his current occupation with his father. And then he had been having a fairly fulfilling life until October last year, when he first reported breathlessness while taking the herd over a small hill. And he remembers the event as he felt that scaling the hill was usually easy task for him, but this time he felt breathless and had to rest for a while in the shade. So retrospectively, upon asking, he says that he felt a feeling of suffocation and had relief within a few minutes of this event. And the patient also reported that such events have been consistently progressive since October, and that on quite a few occasions he felt heavy pounding palpitation in the middle of his chest. And he says that these palpitations too were associated with exertion and relieved with rest. He also reported that he occasionally felt very dizzy with blackout type symptoms like blackening of vision, and this was associated with profuse sweating. All these features of dyspnea, palpitation, and this blacking out subsided with rest. He never had any overt loss of consciousness. So specifically, he did not have this blacking out features and profuse sweating either with change in position or with prolonged standing. And he did not have any history of nausea or vomiting during these disease spells. So the patient denied any history of fatigue, and he says he enjoys going to work and does not report any difficulty in initiating his own activities. So the patient reported that from March this year, he also started having dry cough without expectoration. He also reported nocturnal wheezing, which was told to him by his sister, but at no point did it wake him up from sleep. And with dyspnea fast catching up and impairing his productivity, he decided to stop his work and went to his sister's place. And since the past 15 days, he noticed that he was unusually becoming breathless even on walking short distances. So she also admitted that the patient had wheezing at early hours of the morning. However, she noticed that it did not wake him up from sleep. So the patient reported that he had been having fetal edema, bilateral in both feet, which was a pitting type and extended up to his knees for the last 15 days, gradually progressing. And at this point, it prompted him to consult us and he presented to Kim Sophia. So, personal history is the patient is youngest of two siblings, and he is lived by he lives with his mother, who depends on him for her daily life, and who is and his father passed away a few years ago because he says he was a chronic alcoholic. Apart from his symptoms, he never had any history of urinary or bowel disturbances, and he has a fairly mixed diet and has a good appetite. So his main concern now is dyspnea and fetal edema limiting his quality of life. History.
So from the history, what do we think? Satish, what do we think from this history? Analyze. You think it's a cardiac pathology which is gradually progressing. So why can't it be something else, like a lung pathology? So it could be a lung pathology also. Which one will be, more according to your weight? Because the lung pathology cannot have exertional dyspnea. Exertional dyspnea. Exertional dyspnea in a less aged person cannot happen in lung pathology. What is the mechanism of exertional dyspnea? It is in demand for whom? Whose demand? So the heart demands more, so that is exertional dyspnea. But there is nothing for the lung to demand. They say the heart is normal, lung is a problem. So you won't have dyspnea. So what is the mechanism of dyspnea? Be it exertion or whatever.
So hypoxemia stimulating the peripheral chemoreceptors.
So which peripheral
Peripheral so,
which peripheral chemoreceptors are stimulated by hypoxia?
the receptors here the glomus.
Near the chemoreceptor near the carotid body.
Yes, the carotid.
So they are stimulated by hypoxia.
They're stimulated by hypoxemia and they said they increase the respiratory rate.
How?
They send the signals to the central chemoreceptors in the medulla, and that increases the respiratory drive and respiratory rate.
So there is a link between the chemoreceptor and the
Even
carotid.
the central chemoreceptors actually they best sense carbon dioxide levels, but to some extent they also sense the oxygen levels. So they increase the respiratory drive and
So you are saying there is hypoxia which causes all this. Then what about the happy hypoxia which people are having nowadays? COVID times. They are having very severe hypoxia and nobody knows whether they are having dyspnea. How do you explain that? So what is the mechanism of dyspnea according to lung and is there anything in the lung which is causing
even lung plus J receptors sense stretch.
So when the J receptor will get stretched?
There could be either over distension because of increased pressure.
Yeah, basically there is increased work of breathing and then it gets stretched. That increased work of breathing will be because when there is resistance of airflow and that will happen even in obstructive airway disease. Basically, what is dyspnea? What is dyspnea? Yes, it's an abnormal awareness of one's own normal breathing. Currently, we are not aware of our breathing. That awareness is what it stimulates. And it comes from the resistance. And it will happen to all of us. We become aware when we run a lot. We run a lot and then those receptors are getting stimulated, there is increased airway resistance. That is what is causing this. So it's basically that. I mean, this is what is our current belief, very narrow belief I would say. There are so many things which we don't know about this also. So that's how it goes. And so it can happen with lung problem also. You have a obstructive airway disease, you will not be able to walk. You will have irritational dyspnea. So it can happen. But what is very important in history, fatal edema will happen when you have right ventricular failure, so lung disease can cause that. And palpitations. Palpitations will not come in lung disease unless you have taken beta awareness. Blackout. Yes, blackout also will cure lung problem. Unless it become pulmonary embolism, then that's a big thing.
So persistent pounding palpitations.
Yes.
There are some differences like valvular diseases, cyanotic heart, acyanotic heart.
All heart disease.
I mean, some
So how do
palpitations
you
represent paroxysmal.
exactly? So what is the difference between paroxysmal palpitation and exertional palpitation, pounding palpitation?
Pounding indicate volume overload.
Yes. It is all volume overload state in the heart, which can be because of all regurgitating lesions, all hyperdynamic circulation.
Shunts, VSD, ASD.
Yes, all hyperdynamic circulation and fluid overload states. So this could be any of those cardiac pathologies also. So the palpitation is taking us towards the heart and which problem in the heart. And there's a question here.
That is the primary evidence is very high. So because of airway restriction, maybe
What is the question? Palpitations?
palpitation represents polyuria.
That's a polyuria. Yeah, I mean pulmonary edema can cause that. Plus, yeah, it's a good point. Let us review that point. In fact, initially we always thought like that. Yeah, initially that was the impression we also had, but then we found certain things that there are some resistance also will cause that. But yeah, we need to revisit that. Whether it's still there in the textbook or whether it's come from the papers here.
History-wise, if there is more pulmonary hypertension causing, there would be liver deletion because of incumbent disease. Then pulmonary hypertension causing it's higher.
Okay. Any more? Yeah.
So it's not compared to after 18 seconds symptoms. We have darkness, government loss of early secondary. So it does not have issue of early morning patient confidence due to loss of protein. Okay, he can take information and management. No issue decrease you know, dropping of your good changes are dropping protein. No, no, serious. He is not reporting anything. I asked the sister of she's like, he can hear. No symptoms. Since October, exhaustion is and in March he started developing diapers.
You mean to say before October he was a completely normal.
Actually, on the day of admission, he said even before that he used to have palpitation too. But I wanted to reconfirm. He's saying no, I've been on that.
No, what about his personality and was he completely normal like other
No,
people?
sir. The sister says he stopped schooling because he was mentally retarded.
So that is a very important history.
He is mentally retarded.
So tell us more about that. How did they come to know that he has mental
Because
problems?
he couldn't drive at school, so he was actually had, they did not tell much, sir, but
So
the
you mean
sister
to
was
say
saying,
anybody who cannot thrive at school is mentally
no,
retarded?
sir, the sister was saying he was finding it difficult to finish school, so we stopped him at 7th, sir.
So anything to do with school is mentally retarded. Otherwise, what about normal interaction with people?
Interaction with me and maintaining eye contact, those are all
Okay, so that is
his
not just
emotions are
retardation.
also.
A very intelligent person may not maintain eye contact. Eye contact is
Social behavior is seem to be normal.
social is okay. We are talking about it's a psychiatric problem. What about his
Or even ADHD, autism spectrum, eye contact
it's
is.
like of course the history if you took and the way you give the history you think I mean you actually got it from him or his sister?
He was able to remember the events when I asked him.
That means you had a very good conversation with him.
Yeah, it took some.
Yeah, why we are asking in the morning we try to speak to him, but he seems to be a bit off. And then somebody told us that he's also having mental retardation. Then Ajit found out some interesting genetic markers. So we thought it was a syndrome, so it was mental retardation and heart failure and something. So, so you don't think he's that much? He can sustain a good conversation.
Actually, in between, this may not be a good marker, sir, but he was in between using English words. He's conversing well, sir. The conversation
He was
style.
using English also.
Yes, sir. He was saying October, March.
You mean to say he is normal? Normal or abnormal?
MMSC,
You have not done mental. Okay, so that can be done. So I guess we have moved to the examination now. So we need to find out whether he's not mentally retarded or not. And how to do it in our country, going by the culturation, education, all those things are a big challenge. Because if you give certain things to a person who is not expected to know that, who is not used to it, then of course that person will have a low score, low IQ. But that person may know a lot of other things. So it's a very difficult.
he's able to manage his own finances, right?
Yeah. And he's working functionally. He was
He
working.
takes care of his mother. They both live together, sir. He and his mother. They are able to live without.
So it's possible that where he comes from, dropping out of school is a normal thing.
But
You are
the
putting-
no, sir. The sister said they had to take him.
Ah. So, but it was not because antisocial or mental illness behavior.
No antisocial.
Yeah, it was just because he could not pass. He could not go to the next level. So there was something wrong. And we can find out by what test. Like, you think mini-mental scoring exam is good enough? Or something more would require? Yeah, basic IQ test maybe. So that has to be done. So that's a very important thing that we need to look for. Okay, so you want to go into the examination? Tell us.
So on general examination, the patient appeared conscious, coherent, and cooperative, and he appeared oriented to timeless in person. And going by his hair quality, it appeared thin and loss of texture to me, and it could be a sign of undernutrition. And he also did not have any paler auriculus, and he did not have any obvious nasal deformities. The tongue was normal with no obvious lesions.
In his hair, what we noticed or what Ajit noticed was some premature graying. I don't know about the texture. But Ajit, what do you think of the texture? Did you notice anything in the texture? Only the color was different, texture was normal. Premature graying. How old is he? 30. Yeah, we have seen a lot of people who are little bit gray. Yeah, but for a 30-year-old, he looks a little boyish. And Dr. Ajit noted a lot of things that he does not have hair in his face and in his axilla. We saw his pubic region also. That was normal. Huh?
We had lots of that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was normal. But again, according to Tanner's classification of his genitalia, what do you think? Like, was his external genitalia absolutely normal?
Yes.
Pyramid. If you did palpate it.
Talking on the telomere.
Huh.
Splice telomere, they are really.
Huh.
Talking on the telomere.
Yeah. Telomere length is a fascinating research topic for many people, and they have linked it with so many things world over. So, huh? No. Yeah, don't show it there. So yeah. Yeah. So we asked him about shaving, but he was not clear about it. Yeah, with shaving also, yeah, this something more would have been visible. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's absolutely none, nil there. So, but still, can you ask him about the shaving? Yeah, you have to show it here.
Yeah.
Huh? Weekly. Weekly once. Then he has some overlapping teeth. That one. The teeth are one above the other. Is that the one? Oh, huh. Yeah. Yeah, so all this disturbed dentition. Yeah, whether there is a squint there, like it's a latent squint, not a paralytic squint. Meticulously examine using an instrument which is suited to evaluating a lot of things. So that's normal. Yeah, the way he's opening his shirt, he's tearing it out, and it's a button kind of a shirt. Huh?
Yesterday he was able to.
Yeah, now he's not. It's a button kind of a shirt. It's a difficult thing to open probably. See if it's really that difficult. Yeah,
Clip-ons.
button. No, if he's having difficulty in opening this, then how much difficulty he'll have opening the normal one? Seems to be having difficulty. Yeah, is he normally opening his shirt? I mean, yeah, yeah. So he is having problem in getting up also.
I asked him, sir, if he's had some problem, but he's saying.
Yeah, yeah, but then when you examine him, you don't ask. See the way he is standing with such a broad base. Kunjam Narvandi, put your this thing there, so his legs. Gate. Legs. Narvandi. See how he is walking? It's not a normal gait. He's walking. Let us see how. Yeah, go up. What do you say? That's a very difficult way to scale the stairs. ఇప్పుడు తిరిగి రండి. Okay, let him get up. It's difficult. ఇప్పుడు తిరిగి రండి. So he is not getting the instructions also. Aditya, see if he can climb down without touching this. But you hold him, otherwise it will fall. and you put it to the leg.
Yes.
See how he is getting down. See, this is not a normal way to get down. He turned himself and then, because otherwise he'll fall. Yeah, whatever it is, he'll fall because he's walking very carefully. So he has got a neurological problem also. We'll have to see that. We'll have to examine his power. Yeah, like when he was here, like this normally, he had to usually stop, then very gently like this, and like this. So definitely he's got a neurological problem. We'll have to examine his neurology also. Have you?
Reflexes.
Only.
Reflexes and two.
What are they normal? Yeah, possible. But then we have to examine it objectively whether it's weak or not. We can do that. We can make him lie down there and see the power. Would you like to make him lie down, Aditya, on the bench and see his power? Ideally, that should be a bed actually. When can we make them convert this into a bed? Who is going to tell them? See, even now is standing with broader base. Weakness, just like the upper motor neuron we are seeing that. Yeah, antenatal. Antenatal also we are seeing. Yeah. Although breast tissue is not malnutrition. Yeah.
Anybody buying hammer?
Hammer.
Yeah, we have to quickly ask them to give a pause here. Yeah, so just pouch.
నీవైపు గుంజు నీవైపు గుంజు కట్టి నీవైపు ఇట్లాను చెయ్యి నీవైపు అటువైపు దై సార్ వైపు దై బయటికి గుంజు బయటికి బయటికి కానీ ఇట్లా అని బయటికి లోపల తీసుకెళ్ళి ఇట్లా లోపల పైకి లేదు కాదు
పైకి ఇక్కడ ఈ పాదం పైకను
పైకి అన్నది పైకి ఇట్లా
పైకను ఇక్కడ
హైపోటోనియా we can go up a little bit more. కొంచెం
మడచు
మడుచు కాలు
పేరు చెప్పు
ఏదో నా వేలు పట్టు బుద్ధి కొంచెం
मर्च
Yeah, one thing is difficult to see his nose because of the small bed. I mean, you cannot really move the lips.
reflexes or what? Not eligible.
Not eligible. So let me just see the strongest muscle in the body. One of the so gluteus major. Naku biting. Yeah, not bad. ఇక్కడ బయటికి వెయిట్ ఇప్పుడు 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 బయటికి దిగి అటువైపు దిగి yeah, I would say 4 plus. And now the quadriceps. This is the quadriceps, so he'll have to take it up. So how do you say? He'll have to take it up.
ఇది పైకి అనాలి సరేనా
Paika. So grade 3 is okay. Now,
మడిచి
ఇప్పుడు paika.
ఇప్పుడు పైకను
So grade 3 was okay. Paika. More paika.
ఇంకా గట్టిగా పైకను
గట్టిగా paika. గట్టిగా paika.
బయటికి ఈ భాగం బయటికి పోయి
That's a good thing. Maybe when you're already there, it's difficult. So, is it okay?
No, sir.
Less?
All difficult in working here. Since any recent or
He's not at all telling us, sir. Even if I'm asking, he's saying, I'm all right.
difficult.
Because it has been like that.
Yeah, since childhood he has been like
He is not with the
For
shepherd.
him it is normal.
Yes, sir.
He is not with the shepherd. How can he move the shepherd? Both the four parts are there. Can you believe that he is
Yeah.
shepherd?
How does he take this thing up hill with this kind of
He did for 13 years, sir, like that.
yeah.
But now he is not doing it.
Since last 6 months, he's reduced, sir.
And is the sister able to communicate well?
Yes, sir. She actually started his history, sir, but then I sent her away and tried to ask him.
And you did not notice any difference between her and him communication wise?
Communication
Was the sister more alert and more?
yes, sir. Actually, she was trying to take the honors, sir. She wanted to take the history.
So that means he has got some problem which we have to look deeper into. So maybe we need to examine further, ask the relatives. Why did he drop out of school? Was it because he was not able to walk? Since childhood, what has happened to him? We need to know from childhood. So what is what do you say?
That's too bad.
Especially this side.